at this. It says, express this in this form, where m and n are whole numbers. Okay? How do you go about it? This same thing. Don't waste your time. If you have been following this class, I've told you several times, rationalize the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate of the denominator is the opposite of this. That is the only way you can remove the square root from the denominator. That is our target, okay? Let's go ahead and do that. That is 3 square root of 2 minus square root of 3 all over 2 square root of 3 minus square root of 2. We multiply the numerator by the conjugate of this. That is 2 square root of 3 plus square root of 2 all over the same thing, okay? Okay? So as you can see in this place, we want this square root to disappear from the denominator. And the only way is to work it out like this. That is, the numerator and the denominator should be the same thing. That is the conjugate of this denominator. That is the only way to eliminate the square roots, okay? Let's continue. So we take this now as 3 square root of 2 minus square root of 3 multiplied by 2 square root of 3 plus square root of 2 all over the same thing here, 2 square root of 3 minus square root of 2, 2 square root of 3 plus square root of 2. So with this now, you agree with me that this and this are not the same. This and this are not the same. So we cannot use the shortcut. But this and this are the same. This and this are the same. The only difference is the sign between them. So, to quicken the journey, take this, square it. You take this 2 and square it. That is the shortest cut. If you want to expand it, you can expand it. You will see arrive at this. Okay? Now let's deal with the numerator. This multiplied by this is 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. Square root of 2 multiplied by square root of 3 is square root of 6. This multiplied by this is plus 3 square root of 4. This multiplied by this is minus 2 square root of 9. This multiplied by this is minus square root of 6. Okay? You agree with me that this is 6 square root of 6. This is square root of 6. That is this minus this now, because they are the same. They have the same square root. This minus this will give us 5 square root of 6. This and this are out. Okay? What is remaining now is this. That is, this is what? 2 square root of 9, which is 3. All over. This is 2 raised to power 2, that is 4 multiplied by 3. Because this square root and square will cancel, okay? For this one, square root and square will cancel to have 2 remaining. Let's continue. Now, we have 5 square root of 6 plus 6 minus 6. And you agree with me that these 2 will just strike themselves out, meaning 12 minus 2. You agree with me now is 5 square root of 6 all over 10. 5 here is 1, 5 here is 2. It means, therefore, it is square root of 6 over 2. Let's go back to the original question, because you must follow the question. This question, as you can see, it has a square root at the numerator, a square root at the denominator. But this, our solution, only has square root at the numerator. Therefore, we say square root of 6. We want to convert this 2 to square root. And the square root we are going to get should still be 2. That is to say square root of 4. This is the final answer. Just to put it in this form. This form of square root of m over square root of n. That is our final answer. Hope this understood. Thank you for viewing.